Jeremy Hemsley had such a huge game last night. The senior guard of the San Diego State basketball team scored 15 points. It wasn't just the points that he scored. It was the defense that he played. It was the emotion that he showed. It was the block and the dunk and the second dunk. I mean, Jeremy Hemsley was on fire last night. And here he is on the Scott and BR show on the Corky's Hotline. Jeremy Hemsley from San Diego State's basketball team. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Doing great, man. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Man, it's been too long, man. I love talking to you.
Well, listen, when you're talking to us, that means that you're winning.
That's a fact.
My man. So, first of all, I think this, tell me what you think. It was an interesting game early on, tough defense, not a lot of shots dropping, close score, and then you make a play against one of their star players, one of the two twins. By the way, the guy looked like he had about 4 or 5 inches on you. You blocked his shot down in the post, and then went the other direction and through the lane, threw down a two-handed dunk. To me, Jeremy, that was a huge momentum shift in the game. It brought the crowd to life, and it set the tone for the rest of the game. How did you feel at that moment in the game?
I was so into the moment and into the game. I wanted to win so bad, and that's really all you're thinking about. Even with moments like that in the game, even when you make a big play, you're just so in the moment. You don't even have time to think about what you just did or the play you just did or how the crowd reacted, So I wanted to win so bad, and that's really all I was focused on.
I feel you, man. So I love that you decided last night to get up. I like to see a guard dunk the basketball, especially when he's not 6'7" or 6'8". And you decided last night to go up twice by my count and two-hand dunk 2 times. Is that something that is conscious in game, like I can go do this, or how was it just reactionary? Just kind of give me what you're thinking on plays like that.
Yeah, man, I'm bouncy, man. I think people forget that. And when back in high school, like my legs haven't gone nowhere. I could really, if you jump with me, I could really jump. So that's something that I've always had in my game, just being a guy that's athletic. And it's crazy because I haven't always shown that side of my game, the athletic part of it. So this past summer, it's a focus that I had. I wanted to put an emphasis on my athleticism, and I want to show people that. So it's something that I know I can do and something that I try to show often. So, yeah.
That was good, man. We're talking to Jeremy Hemsley, the guard from the San Diego State basketball team. He's a senior, and last night San Diego State knocked off Nevada. Nevada was ranked number 6 in the country last night. So, okay, it was a really great win. What I'm excited about is when you can win a game over a team like that, where you score 15 and your partner, Devin Watson, in the backcourt can score 15, but Jalen McDaniels, who's averaging like 20 points a game, is scoreless in the first half and finishes with only 10. It was a really, really rough shooting night for Jalen McDaniels, 4 for 15 from the field. But when he's not scoring and you guys are winning against nationally ranked teams like that, that to me says this team is getting itself ready now to go try and win again that Mountain West Conference tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And it's getting down to that time of the year, man. You gotta have that intensity every game if you really want to be there and have that moment like we did last year. So I think everybody's on the same page and everybody wants to feel that again, especially me and Devin being seniors on the team, and we want to feel that feeling again, man. That's a feeling that you can't beat. So the intensity has definitely picked up, and I think it's something that everybody can see and everybody can feel.
Well, you know what, dude? I think you're right. And it's not just the guys on the floor. It's those of us that are in the crowd as well. Could you feel last night the crowd, the size of the crowd, the noise, the vibration? To me, the show, which has been dead for the last 2 seasons, came back to life last night. Jeremy, could you see it and feel it on the floor?
Yeah, you could definitely feel it, man. And it just makes you want to perform even better. You have all those people there watching you and rooting for you and want to see you do good. And even for the people that were there and who didn't expect us to win the game, you just want to put on a show in front of all those people, man. It's a feeling that you can't describe. That playing in front of a crowd like that, it gives you chills. It gives me chills just even talking about it. It's crazy. It's something that I've worked for so long, to just be able to have games like that, and I don't take it for granted at all. It really is a blessing.
You know what? With more home games still to come, dude, I want to see more balls being dunked. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, years ago, I talked Jamal Franklin into that dunk that he threw. Remember the one where he threw it off the backboard? Yeah, remember that?
That was insane. That you're the reason for that?
Well, I don't know if I'm the reason for it, but I will tell you this, that I had been I had been in his face for a long time going, dude, you got to do something outrageous. You got to really show it off. And then Coach Fisher would call the show the next day and he'd go, Scott, I heard what you said to Jamal.
Yeah.
Stop telling him to do those things. And then when Jamal actually did it, Coach was like giving me a dirty look. But here's the thing, dude, I want to see you break away and 361 down and bring down the house at Viejas Arena. Because, dude, your dunks last night brought that crowd to life.
Hey, I could do the 360 for you, man. I really can. That's in my toolbox. I'm going to have to pull it out.
Don't miss it, though, dude. Don't miss it. Because, I sit there by the bench, and then Coach Dutcher's going to give me a dirty look like, you jerk.
I never tried a dunk that I know I couldn't do, especially in the game.
Dude, you were so into it last night. Like I said, I was sitting right there. I've got some great video, and you were just, even when you were coming onto the floor, when you were waiting to check in, you could just see your body language, you just everything about you last night. Now that I've heard you talk about how badly you wanted to win, it all really makes sense because, man, you were in a zone last night.
Yeah, and it's what you want. You want to be in moments like that. You want to play against the best competition because that's really what it comes down to, how you play against the best players. And I think that if I'm in that position, if I'm around the best players, I'm a play my best every time, and I'm gonna perform my best every time. And I feel the same way for my teammates. I have confidence in them, and I know that they have confidence in me. And at the end of the day, it's just a basketball game. And I think what my teammates and I do a good job of is just, not taking it serious, but not letting the seriousness of the game just psych us out, because at the end of the day, you got to have fun, because you only get 4 years max with this college basketball. So
yeah, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, man, it is over. Scott and BR here. Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090, talking to Jeremy Hemsley from the San Diego State basketball team. They knocked off number 6 Nevada last night. John Browner in on the Scott and BR show.
Jeremy, quick question. So you're a senior. You've been around for a while. I've always thought that defensively you can see where a team is more than you can offensively. And with a win like you guys had last night, does that show how far you guys have come this year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially if you think back to Maui, we had so many defensive lapses in those games. So I think you really just go as far as your defense will take you. And if we take that side of the ball serious, it's really no telling what we can do. So I take pride in the way that I defend, and I try to set the tone for the younger guys and the rest of the guys on the team, because I remember me being a freshman and seeing Skylar block shots. It got me going. So now that I'm in that position as a senior and there's younger guys, we got freshmen who look up to me, I know that if I'm the guy who's out there diving on the floor, blocking shots, or just talking mess to the other team, the younger guys are going to follow, and it just makes the game a lot more fun, man. I tell my teammates all the time, locking somebody up, there really isn't no better feeling than locking somebody up and seeing them frustrated and knowing that you have the upper hand on them. So defense will, and that's what San Diego State is built on, defense. So I like I said, I take pride in it, and our defense can really take us far, and that's what I'm expecting to happen.
Tell you what, this kid's making a great appearance today. You can tell he's a senior. Jeremy Hemsley on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. By the way, last thing before you go, dude, you talk about locking somebody up. You had that kid, Caleb Martin, last night, so frustrated. He was 5 for 14 from the field. He was 3 for 10 from three-point range. And I could see him, that you were so in his head because he was coming undone emotionally. I didn't know if you could hear all that he was saying to you, but he seemed to be right on top of you, trying to talk to you, and you were already into him.
Yeah, I heard him, man. But it's harder when you're talking trash to a guy who got a smile on his face, and I was smiling the whole night. So I was just letting him know, like, no matter what you say, you're not throwing me off my game, and I'm having fun. So, and he's a great player. I respect both of the twins. I respect everybody over there, but I don't see anybody having more fun than me, And I know when I'm having fun, there's little chance of anybody else playing better than me. Because when I'm having fun, I'm not thinking, and I'm just playing free, and I feel free. So it was fun. It was a fun matchup. That's a pro player right there, and I know I had to do what I had to do to help my team win, and that's what I did.
San Diego State has owned Nevada, and they get them again on the road this time in Reno, and that'll be happening in early March. March 9th is, I believe, the date. Hey, Jeremy, lots more basketball to be played, and hopefully a lot of postseason basketball to be played. Congratulations on a terrific performance last night, my man.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jeremy, you got it. Jeremy Hemsley.
Good job.